off the bat, but I've seen their faces. So we should have a well-called game here as they get set. Everybody in line. Tip up goes up, controlled easily by Rocky Boy. They go down for a quick layup, but it goes off the mark. Fairfield gets the rebound. Gets it in the hands of Ryder Myers. He brings it down the right-hand side, kicks it down into the corner into the hands of Shank. Shank drives in, but kind of loses a handle on it, goes out of bounds. Rocky Boy's ball.
And so off to a quick start here, and 7:46 left in the first period.
And Fairfield comes out right away with their typical 2-2-1 press, but it's kind of a token press. They look to put on the trap there in the corner, but Rocky Boy passes out of it easily. They get it into the hands quickly of Kendall Windy Boy inside, and he just does a nice little turnaround jumper for two. We've got a Rocky Boy with an early lead, 2-0. As Fairfield brings the ball down, gets no pressure right now. And it looks like Rocky Boy's going to settle into kind of a zone defense. So they get it into the Fairfield gets into the high post and they pass it around. Being real patient at this time, they try to get a pass into the high post, but Windy Boy with the long arms reaches up and snags it out of the air, gets it in the hands of Ben Iron Eyes as he's going to bring it down. They're trying to force it back inside into Windy Boy, but it goes off their hands. Fairfield gets a loose ball, and here we see a touch of a little bit of their speed as Keely Bake goes down quickly, tries to do the fast break layup, but instead the ball is going to be tipped out of bounds, Fairfield's ball.
And some good defense already in this game.
Absolutely, as they just get the ball inbounds out to the three-point line to Shank. He tries the three-point shot, but it goes off the mark. Rocky Boy has the rebound. They come down quickly down to the other end. They get a nice shot off. They get their own rebound, but as he tries to tiptoe the line along the baseline, he goes out of bounds. That was good hustle by Olin Arkinson.
Yeah, it was good hustle, and he had the right idea, but just stepped on the boundary, and that's it.
Absolutely.
Turnover.
Fairfield comes down, again handled up on top by Bake, just passing the ball around, trying to break down that zone defense of Rocky Boy. Nice dribble entry there by Shank on the right-hand side. He goes up against two defenders, banks it off the background, putting us 2-2 here with 6:28 on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. Rocky Boy handles press fairly easily, gets it back into the hands of Small, the point guard. Small directs everybody to where he needs to go. He kicks the ball over on the other side into Iron Eyes. Iron Eyes back to Small. Small tries an NBA three-pointer, but it's hard off the mark. Fairfield gets the rebound fairly easily. Schenk gets it in the hands of Bake. Bake dumps down quickly, tries to dump it off into the hands of Meyer, who's passing ahead, but Rocky Boy's speed picks it off, and we're going to go the other direction.
Ben Iron Eyes got the steal there.
So now as Rocky Boy works the ball around, trying to make something happen, they kick the ball out into the hands of Iron Eyes. He tries the long three, so a long rebound comes off. A little bit of a scramble for the rebound, but Fairfield collects it. Shank tries to get a quick forward pass down into the hands of Meyer, but Meyer kind of goes out of bounds. It must have been touched by Rocky Boy because Fairfield's going to keep possession.
That was just a little bit out of control. So
yeah, they were really trying to push the pace. As Bake has it up on top, just reversing it back and forth into the hands of Shank on the left-hand side. They try a little lob into Meyer. Meyer can't quite collect it, so he's got to kick the ball back out into Pitcher. Pitcher drives in, tries to do an under-the-basket layup. Off the mark, Rocky Boy gets the rebound.
Nice move by Pitcher, though. It just didn't roll in.
Absolutely. As Small gets it down and kicks it off into the left-hand side into the hands of Arkinson. He kicks it back to Small. Small tries to drive in. It gets some great defense. He gets a screen. Nice little dump pass into the hands of Windy Boy. Windy Boy tries to go up. It comes off hard off the backboard. Fairfield's going to make him pay and transition quickly down to the other end for an easy layup for Ryder Meyer.
That makes it 4-2 now on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard, and the Eagles have the lead, and looks like there's going to be a foul.
As Small kind of come down, he tried to split the defenders on the trap there. He drove through. Fairfield got caught reaching. So that looks like the first foul against Ryder Meyer.
And we have 5:02 left in the first period here from the Fairfield gym.
And speaking of the gym, I'm kind of looking around here, and I see Kirk Walker, who is an old point guard. I shouldn't call him old. That wasn't. He was
a long time
ago, point guard player for the University of Montana, sitting over there. Yeah.
Nice.
So as Rocky Boy inbounds the ball, looks like we had a little issues with the scoreboard, but they got it straightened out. Nice penetration there by Ben Iron Eyes, but it goes off hard off the rim. Rocket Boy's having a little tough time finding the basket right now. Again, Fairfield tries to transition down quickly, but the speed man of Iron Eyes, he ran all the way down to defend that pass, tipped it away, Rocky Boy's ball.
Rocky Boy's hustling.
They get in the hands of Small. Small thinks he's going to take a shot, but instead he kicks it over into the hands of Galbaby.
And off the hands of a Fairfield Eagle, so it's going to be the Rocky Boy Northern Stars inbounding the ball after this timeout.
And with that, we got a 30-second timeout called. So we'll be right back after this 30-second break to Class C basketball. Well, sorry about that, folks. I've been doing too much Class C basketball. It just kind of rolls off the tongue. This is Class B basketball. We're enjoying a great one right now. 4:26 remaining in the first. We have Fairfield up 4-2, but it has been up and down.
It has, and this is going to be a good game. And so getting the action started again at 4:26 left in the first period.
As Maul gets it in and just does a nice little pass into the high post into the hands of Blake Cantrell. He goes down hard, but it comes off the backboard. But who's there but Kendall Windy Boy to get the putback, putting us at a tie game, 4-4.
It's going to be awful hard to defend against him once he gets close to the basket.
Absolutely. He's been rebounding really, really well. As Fairfield's just going to keep it easy, and Keely Bake's going to drive all by himself and do a layup to put them up 6-4. Still doing this kind of token trap defense here is Fairfield, but Rocky Boy is beating it easily. They get it into the hands of Windy Boy at the high post. He tries to dump it down to the low post, but instead we have a traveling called.
And so back down at the other end of the court. Goes in.
Yeah, good play by Dawson
like
Allen. He got it on the high post, a couple dribbles, put him down in for the layup. As Small quickly transitions down to the other end, and so quick he kind of put it off his foot, out of bounds, Fairfield ball.
And it's 8-4 now. Fairfield leads on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. 3:40 left in the first period.
Fairfield gets it down to the hands of Shank, and that's where he is comfortable. He gets it down on that low baseline, couple dribbles down with his right hand, goes up strong, and he's going to be fouled by, I think that's going to be against Cantrell. That will be his first.
Yep. As the first foul for the Northern Stars.
So 8-4, Fairfield's lead right now, and Shank sets to the free throw line, and the first one looks nice right through the middle of the basket.
So that gives him 3 points on the game.
Couple substitutions coming in here. We got Bacon Meyer back in for Fairfield. And it looks like Arkinson is going to be back in for Rocky Boy. Second free throw up and in as well, giving them their largest lead of the game by 6. They are up 10-4. Still doing this, trying to trap there in the corner, and they almost play into it. Atkinson has to dribble out of trouble. It kicks it out into the hands of Galbaby at the corner. He decides not to take the shot. They're going to reverse it around, get it in the hands of Iron Eyes. Iron Eyes tries to do a dribble penetration, kicks it back out into the hands of Galbaby. Galbaby drives in strong, but he's going to be blocked on the shot. Fairfield gets the rebound. They quickly transition down the other end, try to do the layup, but it's off the mark. There's a little scramble for the, for the rebound on that, and with too much of a scramble is Ryder Meyer. He's going to be called for a foul.
Yeah, that'll be his second foul.
Yeah, interesting. Early in the game for your second already, as Fairfield brings up the press a little bit harder this time, and they get it down. They're just going to play a little catch, and Rocky Boy's going to work it up to the court. They get it to the trap position, but they get it out of it into the hands of Windy Boy. Windy Boy back to Small, back to Iron Eyes, who tries the three, and this time it is nothing but net. 10-7. Fairfield leads Rocky Boy. Fairfield brings it down, gets into the hands of the high post again, which, as you can tell, that's really what they want to do. And Dawson Allen just tries the free throw at that time, but it comes off hard. Rocky Boy with the easy rebound. No pressure by Fairfield as Iron Eyes brings the ball up, kinds to go left. He fakes the shot, but nothing there. He's going to kick it over Small. Small will do it from the three-point line. That's going to put us up at 10-10 now with 2:28 on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard.
2 threes back-to-back for the Northern Stars.
Excellent. As they come down, they try and up their pressure a little bit, but they up it a little bit too much as Olin Arkinson's going to get called for bodying up Keely Bake.
So that'll be the second foul for the Northern Stars.
As Fairfield tries to inbound it, events some fairly good defense there, but they get it inbounds. Back into the hands of Keely Bake. Bake's just going to handle it himself, coming up on top. Kicks it on the left-hand side again, back to that high post. That's absolutely where they want to go. And Dawson Allen tries to drive to the basket. This time it comes off the mark.
He did a nice job splitting the defense there. The ball just didn't go down for him.
As Iron Eyes brings it down and kicks it off into the left-hand side, but nothing there. They're going to reverse the ball all the way around. They try and do a quick double reverse back, but it caught Galbaby off guard and went off his shoulder. But Rocky Boy collects the loose ball. They're going to kick it back out into the hands of Iron Eyes, who's going to try a long three again, but it comes off hard. Windy Boy gets the rebound. They kick it out into the hands of Smalls. Smalls tries the three as well, but that one is hard off the mark. Great hustle by Rocky Boy. As they get the rebound, they try and kick it into Windy Boy, but it comes off his hands. Fairfield gets a loose ball. They're going to transition down the other way, and this time Blackwell's going to charge the three, and that's hard off the mark. Rocky Boy gets the rebound.
Boy, this is a fast-paced game at this point.
It's excellent. Good. As the trap pays off that time as Fairfield collects the loose ball. They get it in the hands of Bake. Bake tries the three-point shot on the quick transition, but it goes off the mark. Windy Boy gets the rebound, but a nice heads-up play there by Pitchers. He rips it away from him, goes up for the shot, but it is off the mark. So we're going to handle it going the other way. Cordell Smalls just dribbles down, puts up the three, and that is good. 10-13. Rocky Boy takes their first lead of the game, except for that first shot of the entire game.
Right, yeah. So less than a minute left in the first period. We're at 51 seconds. Fairfield possession.
As they just are really looking to get to that high post, and they did it. Dawson Allen tries the shot, but it's going to be blocked by all 6'7" of Windy Boy. Rocky Boy's ball.
And Blake Cantrell on the floor now for the Northern Stars. And it looks like Caleb Jurgensen will be on the court now for the Eagles.
Like I said, high-paced game. I think both coaches see that, and they're doing the subs to try and keep the legs fresh.
Yep, this is going to be a long game for them.
So Rocky Boy just moving it up slowly against the pressure of Fairfield to get it into the corner, but they quickly try and pass out. But a heads-up play by Dawson Allen as he reaches in and intercepts that pass. It takes it all by himself to the other end for the layup.
And that gives him 4 points in the first period and 28 seconds to go in the first period. 12-13, a one-point game on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard.
So Small dribbles the ball down himself, gets it into Cantrell inside. Cantrell kicks it back out, so Small's going to drive in. Comes off hard, but Windy Boy gets the rebound. He puts it up, comes off hard. Scramble for the rebound, and we got another foul call. Cade Galbavy got caught coming over the back.
That's his first foul.
Nice positioning by Fairfield. I think they must have worked on their rebounding this week, knowing it would be tough against all 6'7" of Windy Boy. They're having a good position.
They are. They're boxing him out pretty well.
As Fairfield brings the ball down, handled by Bake up on top. He kicks it over on the left-hand side, this time into hands of Schenk. Schenk kicks it back over to Bake. Bake tries the three-point shot, but it's hard off the mark as time finishes. At the end of the first, we have a good game as we planned. Rocky Boy up 13-12 over the Fairfield Eagles. Tell you what, let's take about a minute break. We'll be right back to Class B basketball after this minute break. And we're here as Chris Kelly with Corey Wells in Fairfield, Montana, watching the Fairfield Eagles and the Rocky Boy Northern Stars. As Fairfield opens up this second quarter, but they can't get a shot to pay off, but Rocky Boy transitions quickly down the other end. Nice little baby hook there by Kendall Windy Boy to put it to extend their lead to 15-12. Fairfield brings it down on offense. They rotate it down the right-hand side, but nothing is there. They're going to kick it back, try and do a quick reverse, but instead Keely Bake's going to take it himself all the way to the bucket for a two-point conversion, 15-14, as pressure back again by Fairfield. But again, they're just really trying to set up a trap situation. This time they let him come down fairly easily.
Yeah, Bake did a nice job weaving through all the traffic there to get to that last basket.
Absolutely. Rocky Boy gets it in the hands of Smalls, and he's feeling good, and he puts it up, but it's going to be hard off the mark. Rebound going to be corralled in by Fairfield. Transition down the right-hand side. They're going to kick it back out to Keely Bake. Keely Bay kind of eyes the basket a little bit, but decides not to take it, heads it over to pitcher on the right-hand side. Pitcher back to Bake, free throw line extended off. He goes, nice little shot, but it's going to come off hard. Nice rebound there by, couldn't see if that was Iron Eyes. I think that was Iron Eyes as he kicks the ball over the hands of Smalls. As they're kind of scrambling for the loose ball, Schenk gets called reaching, and he's going to get called for his first foul. Substitutions coming in on both sides. Like I said, they're trying to keep the legs fresh, keep the pace of this game going. At 6:39 in the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard, we have Rocky Boy up 15-14 over the Fairfield Eagles. They get the ball into the hands of Cordell Smalls. He's going to handle it up on the right. Kick it back over the left side, and Iron Eye is just going to take the three right off the get-go. Comes off hard. Nice rebound there by pitcher, and he gets it into the hands of Bake. Bake looks over to coach, deciding what to do as they come down to the right-hand side. They got a little screen action going as it comes off of Blackwell. Blackwell kicks it over to Schenk. Schenk's got it, but a long pass back over to Blackwell. Blackwell tries to feed it inside into the hands of Allen. Comes off high. Rocky Boy collects the loose ball, transitions quickly down to the other end. Get it in the hands of Cedric Belcourt, a new player on the field for Rocky Boy. It's back into Smalls. Smalls gets it back into the hands of Cantrell at the high post. Nothing there. He's going to have to kick it back out. Smalls tries the three-point shot. He decides not to kick it. He gets it to Iron Eyes at the free throw line, and he goes up for a bucket. 17-14, Rocky Boy leads. Fairfield brings the ball down, setting up their offense. They kick it on the right-hand side in the hands of Schenk. Schenk gets it deep into the corner of Pitcher. Pitcher tries a long pass back up to Meyer. Almost picked off, but instead they get it over to the hands of Blackwell, and he is their three-point shooter, and he puts it up, and it is nothing but net. We have a tie game, 17-17, with 5:22 remaining here in the second period. Rocky Boy comes down quickly on the right-hand side. They try to kick it back out. They odds to save an over and back. And they do beautifully. They kick it over to Smalls. Smalls does a nice little lob into Windy Boy. Windy Boy doesn't even come back down. He puts it up. Easy bucket, 19-17.
A lot of ball movement on that one.
That was nice. Nice play. As Fairfield continues down the other end, Schenk does a nice little couple dribble drives to the basket, takes a nice little 10-foot shot, but it comes off hard, and we're going to have a foul on the rebound against Colby Pitcher.
Yep, over the back, and that is his first foul.
Yep, nobody really in any foul trouble right now. As we're at 4:58 here on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard as Rocky Boy inbounds it. Fairfield back with their full court pressure here, trying to get him into the trap. They almost did it there, but they get a dribble out of it. Comes down, nothing there. He's got to kick it back into the hands of Iron Eyes. Iron Eyes is going to dribble down hard on the left. Nice little running floater. Goes in, 21-17. Fairfield brings the ball down. They try to press it a little bit, but nothing there. He's going to bring it back out. Handled by Bake up on top. They get it over on the left-hand side into the hands of Meyer. Meyer does a nice little dribble entry. Nothing there, but he's going to kick it into the hands of Allen. Allen takes the shot. It comes off hard. Rocky Boy gets the rebound. Malls is just going to keep it himself and dribble down, take a nice little 8-foot jumper, but nothing falls there. Fairfield with the rebound. Tries to do a quick transition down to the other end, but you're not going to fool Iron Eyes. He saw it coming all the way and tipped it out of bounds.
Yeah, there's some good defense for the Northern Stars. Really good defense in the last few minutes.
Absolutely. Fairfield again going where they need to go, that high post. He's got nothing working out. He's going to kick it out into Schenk. Schenk's going to try the three, and there it is. Big bucket. That could have, Rocky Boy could have been going out of reach. A Small quickly goes the other way.
That was a nice
dribble. Excellent dribbling display there by Mr. Smalls. He goes driving in. He didn't get the bucket, but he is going to get the foul called for him, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
Dawson Allen will pick up his first foul, and yeah, that was quite a good display of his dribbling. He dribbled right around, literally. The ball went one way, he went the other way around the defender. And
great explosive speed. I think he kind of catches the defenders off guard a little bit as his first free throw is off the mark.
He's been hitting him out the three-point line, though.
As he takes his time getting set up for that free throw line. Second one goes up, and this one is awful off the mark. A nice explosive rebound by Dawson Allen. Gets it into the hands of Keely Bake on the right-hand side for Fairfield. Fairfield gets it into the hands of Meyer. Meyer deep down into the corner into Pitcher. Pitcher's going to try the three. Small was standing there and making his plea to the official, but the official's going to say, nope, you stepped into him, you got a foul call.
So that is the first foul against Cordell Small.
This pitcher is going to step to the line. We've got 3:46 here remaining in the second. 21-20, Rocky Boy leading. The first free throw, just rims out. Almost went down. He's a little disappointed himself as his teammates congratulate him, get him ready for this second one. Trying to tie up the game here for Fairfield.
Yes, it is a 1-point game, so it's an important free throw.
A little short, tries to crawl it in. Nothing there since he got fouled shooting that three. He gets another shot at it. He shakes his head. He's frustrated with himself here. He lines up for his third free throw. That one's nothing but net. There we go, 21-21, 3:46 here in the second. Good pressure here by Fairfield Eagles as Rocky Boy easily breaks it this time. They get it hands over into the left-hand side, and Arkansas tries to drive in hard on the baseline, and he's going to be fouled.
And so it's going to go against Ethan Schenk. That'll be his second foul.
Oh, interesting. We still have 3:39 here in the second. We'll see what Coach does with that as Rocky Boy has the ball underneath their own basket. Get it easily into Windy Boy. Windy Boy over to Smalls. Smalls to Iron Eyes on the right-hand side. Couple dribbles, but he gets no penetration. He gets double coverage. He tries to kick it back out. Fairfield's going to intercept that pass and go the other direction.
As Ryder and Meyer that picked up the interception there for the Eagles. Nice hustle.
Boy, great defense by both teams here.
Really good. Yes, 21-21 tie on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. 3:24 left in the second period.
So Fairfield's going to keep it on the right-hand side this time. Get it over into the hands of Meyer. Meyer tries some dribble penetration. They get it, get it into the hands of Dawson at the high post. I was a little afraid he was going to get called for a three. He was in there a long time.
He was in there, and then he double dribbled, and that took care of that.
Yep, that did. As Rocky Boy has the ball against Fairfield's pressure. They bring the ball up a little bit, just playing catch between Iron Eyes and Small. Small gets it to the Windy Boy at the high post. He kicks it back out into the corner into the hands of Gallbaby. Gallbaby tries the three-point shot, but it is hard off the mark. And nothing there. Scramble for the rebound, and we're going to have, alternating possession.
So it took him a little bit to call that jump ball, but they come up with it.
Yeah, they did, and the hustle pays off for Rocky Boys. They get to keep the ball.
That's right.
So 2:59 remaining. We got a tie game, 21-21. As Rocky Boy looks to inbounds the ball, they get easily into Windy Boy. Nice little baby hook. Boy, he's been deadly with that right-handed baby hook so far.
And there's nothing they can really do about that.
No.
At 6'7".
As Ryder Meyer tries to do dribble penetration, but he's denied. He kicks it into Keely Bake. Bake tries penetration, nothing there. Rocky Boy gets the loose ball, quickly transitions down to the other end. Nice play there by Olin Arkinson as he goes up hard on the left-hand side, gets the 2 points. They get kind of a collision after the bucket, and it looks like Ryder Meyer's just licking his lip a little bit. He may have bit his lip a little bit on that collision.
That was good hustle, though, for the Northern Stars. That was nice assist and good finish.
Good transition. Excellent. As Fairfield gets the ball down, they're going to try and do the same thing. As Schenk drives into the inside, tries to get the bucket, but nothing there, but Dawson Allen tries to get the rebound, put back again off the mark. Rocky Boy coming the other direction. Small's just going to take the long three-point shot. Nothing there, but again, great hustle paying off in the offensive board as Arkinson gets the rebound, put back for a little 6-foot jumper.
That gives it 27 now points for the Northern Stars.
Wow. Keely Bake just decides to keep it himself, drives in hard on the right-hand side. Tough to do against 6'7" Windy Boy. He reached in and blocked it, but he happened to hit him a little bit with the body. That's going to be Windy Boy's first foul.
Which is not bad, considering his size down in there and how much action he sees.
Yeah, absolutely. As Bake steps up for the first free throw, that's off the mark. Boy, some rough free throw shooting right now by Fairfield.
And they could really use these as they're down by 6 points.
Yeah.
2:05 left in the second period.
Yeah, you've got to score when the clock's not moving. That is a huge payoff as they line everybody up. We have a substitution coming in as Jurgensen joins the Fairfield group. Second free throw also off the mark as Rocky Boy gets the rebound, transitions down the other way. Yep, absolutely. Small was deciding what he was going to do, a little change of directions. The official right behind him calls him for carrying the ball.
And so we're at just 2 minutes left in the second period now. A 6-point game, 27-21 on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. Rocky Boy has the lead.
So Bake gets it down in the Schenk on the right-hand side. Long cross-court pass over to Pitcher. Pitcher back to Schenk. Schenk tries to do a dribble entry, goes in hard. Nice little acrobatic move with the right-hand side to put it up. 27-23. Rocky Boy comes down the other end as Iron Eyes tries a little acrobatic dribbling of himself. Kicks it way across court over to the hands of Small. Small goes in hard with a little left-handed floater, but it comes off the mark. A little lazy on the rebound there by Pitcher, so Small's going to come in and pick the pocket from the back. He kicks it out into the hands of Iron Eyes. Iron Eyes tries a three, a double pump off balance three, but he is rewarded because I think the defender was caught a little off guard, walked into him. He's going to get called for the foul.
Yeah, he knew exactly how to get that foul.
So first free throw off the mark. Boy, both sides.
And in a game that's going to be this close, as it looks like it's going to be as it gets to the end, these free throws are going to be important.
Yep, so second foul right there on pitcher on that one. The second free throw is good, extending their lead now by 5, 28-23 with 1:29 here in the second. Like you said, quick game. That clock has not stopped much. Iron Eyes takes his third free throw. That one is off the mark. Battle for the rebound as it gets into the hands of Dawson Allen. Allen's going to kick it into Bake. Bake's going to come down quickly into the left. Nice little entry pass into the hands of Jurgensen. Jurgensen goes up strong. 28-25 as Rocky Boy comes down. Small's just going to dribble up this time all by himself. Kicks it into the hands of Windy Boy for a nice, easy 4-foot jumper.
That's his 6-point, actually 8th point of the period for Rocky Boy.
30-25 with a minute remaining here. Fairfield's going to see what they're going to do. They get it into the hands of Pitcher. Pitcher, nothing there. Kicks it over to Schenk. Schenk sees Jurgensen's getting that baseline. They see him. They feed him, and he goes up for another 2. 30-27 as Rocky Boy goes down the other direction. Small with some fancy dribbling and a beautiful no-look pass to Windy Boy. Caught everybody off guard, and the defender tried to get his hand in there and is going to get called for the foul.
That's to go against Jurgensen. That'll be his first foul.
Again, we only have 8 and 5 team fouls, so not a lot of fouling here.
No.
As Windy Boy lines it up and gets his first free throw to go, extending their lead to 4, 31-27, 45 seconds remaining here in the second.
He's having a good period.
Yeah, excellent. And solid play.
Mm-hmm.
Second one is off the mark. Great rebound by Pitcher. This time he's going to hold it strong, not get it stolen, gets it into the hands of Bake. He goes down really hard on the left-hand side, but this time it's going to be a clean block by Windy Boy. Rocky Boy's going to try and do a lob play back into Windy Boy, off the mark. Nice try there. Fairfield gets the rebound. Boy, that was a tough one there. Heavy pressure by Small. They were trying to prevent from getting the ball into the hands of Bake, but instead he is going to get called for a foul.
That'll be his second foul. And we have 25 seconds left in the second period, 31-27 on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard, and Rocky Boy has the lead.
With 20 seconds here remaining, I would assume Fairfield's going to hold it for the last shot. They work it around, getting the hands of Schenk on the left-hand side. Schenk back to Pitcher. Pitcher, they're looking for Jurgensen cutting on that baseline, but they don't spot him that time. But instead, Pitcher tries to take the shot, and he is going to be blocked cleanly by Windy Boy, but Fairfield collects the loose ball. Little fancy dribbling there by Bake. Bake tries to put up the last-second shot. Nothing there. We've got a great game going here, as we promised you we would. We have the Rocky Boy Northern Stars leading.
But, I mean, half of what we do is mistakes.
Yeah.
The other half is learning from
Yep,
it.
and it looks like as they break the huddle and come on out, I don't see any huge changes with the lineups. The only thing I do notice is Arkansas's got a little bit of limp in his giddy-up as he comes out, but he's going to play nonetheless. As Rocky Boy lines up, this time they're going to start man-to-man. Trying to take Fairfield off their game as they get it in the hands of Bake. Bake kicks it deep down into the corner into the hands of Reidermeyer. Reidermeyer's going to make him pay and put up the 3. 31-30 as we start this third quarter.
And what a way to start off the third period for the Eagles.
Again, Small tries to split the defenders, but this time Fairfield makes them pay. They pick off the ball. They get a hands of Keely Bacon. He's going to storm down the left-hand side, goes up for the layup. He's going to get fouled, though, go to the line as he misses that layup, and I think he got a little knee in the thigh, and he comes up a little sore on that one.
Arkansas picks up his second foul.
As Coach DeMontenay talks to the official, trying to find out kind of what happened down there. As that first free throw is up and off the mark. Again, Fairfield struggling from the free throw line today.
And that's the one thing that if we watched it play, they have really good fundamental skills, but this is one thing they could certainly work on.
Yeah, today they're just not finding it as he lines up for the second one. His Bake goes up, and this one goes in to tie the game up. 7:36 remaining in the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. We've got 31-31. As again, kind of a token pressure by Fairfield. As they get the ball into Windy Boy. Windy Boy over to Iron Eyes. Iron Eyes is just going to drive in, take it himself, but it just rims out of the bucket. Fairfield with the rebound. Going back the other direction, get in the hands of Pitcher. Pitcher is going to kick it over into Bake. Bake's got it, gets it at a high point line again to the hands of Dawson Allen. Allen's going to go in strong, but it's going to come off fight for the rebound, goes out of bounds, going to stay Fairfield's ball.
And looks like Derek Simmons is going to be on the court now for the Eagles.
And I know that's not Derek Simmons, so I don't know who that is because I know Derek Simmons has a broken foot.
Oh, okay.
So they gave his number. We'll try and figure out who that is.
Good to know, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's number 30, whoever that is.
Exactly, and that is Simmons' number as Fairfield goes down, tries to get a fast break layup, but that does not work, and Fairfield gets the rebound. They try to transition back the other way, and Arkansas in his frustration tries to reach in, and he picks up 2 quick fouls.
He does, and so they're going to have to be careful with him on that because he's a valuable member of the team.
His Rocky Boys going to stay in the man pressure this time as they drive in. Nothing there. Shank is trying on the baseline. He has to kick it back into the hands of Meyer. Meyer tries to drive in. Nothing there. Kind of loses a handle on it a little bit. Gets it back into Shank. Shank gets it back to the free throw line of Allen. Allen tries to kick it over to the left-hand side, but instead, Rocky Boy intercepts the ball, goes down hard this time as Arkansas's doing it all himself this quarter. As he comes on the left-hand side, tries to do a layup. He doesn't get the layup, but he does get the foul called.
And it would be Simmons' number gets the foul.
Murray. I was just asking the parents. They're always our best resource. Number 30 is Murray for Fairfield.
And he picked up his first foul.
And I believe I was talking to the parents. I don't think that, no, it's 31-31. So the first free throw did not fall.
Nope.
For Mr. Arkansas as he steps up and lines the second one. This one is hard off the back rim. Nice rebound there by Dawson Allen. And he's going to quickly get it over in the hands of Ryder Meyer. Meyer's going to handle the pressure and go in. He's going to go right against Windy Boy and put it up high, but it's going to go off the rim. Windy Boy's got the rebound, and he just kept it himself and dribbled down, but they pick his pocket from behind. So Fairfield's going to make him pay, go quickly down the other way, get to the hands of Dawson Allen at the block. He goes up strong, gets the hoop and the harm.
And Cordell Small's going to pick up his 3rd foul.
Boy, that's a big one because that takes Fairfield, gives him the lead back. And so with that, Coach DeMontenay doesn't like what he sees. He is going to call a 30-second timeout. So we'll be right back to Fairfield Rocky Boy basketball after this 30-second break. As they break the huddles, come out. You know, always say that beginning of the third quarter is always a huge transition point. Right now, Fairfield's kind of winning. They've got a lead, 33-31, with 6:22 remaining here in the third. As Mr. Allen steps to the line, shoots his free throw. This one is good, extending their lead, 34-31. Still with full court pressure against Rocky Boy. Rocky Boy Iron Eyes takes the ball himself, drives down, kind of loses a handle on it. Windy Boy collects the loose ball, goes up for the little bunny. 34-33, Fairfield's lead cut by 1. They get the ball into Murray on the left-hand side. Murray to that high post in the hands of Allen. Allen kicks it back out to Murray. Murray tries the 3, but it's off the mark, easily boarded by Windy Boy. Windy Boy gets the ball into their ball handler, Small. Small comes down the left-hand side, kicks it down into Iron Eyes. Iron Eyes sees what he can get with a little dribble penetration. He kicks it right back into Small into the deep corner. He's going to try the 3. Nothing there, but the loose ball is going to be corralled by Windy Boy. Windy Boy tries to kick it into the hands of Gal Baby, but nothing there. Kind of goes off their knee, out of bounds, but Fairfield must have touched it. It's going to stay Rocky Boy ball.
And Caleb Jurgensen replaces Murray on the court for the Eagles.
So we got a traditional stack play, but it's unusual with Windy Boys leading the stack, and he's going to actually get out and get it at the 3-point line. Get it out into Smalls. Smalls over to Iron Eyes. The lob play into Windy Boy, and it was handled beautifully. That explains why he went out to the 3. Slam dunk for Windy Boy.
That worked well for him.
Gives them the lead, 35-34, as they get it into Dawson at the free throw line. He drives in against Windy Boy, but Windy Boy's going to block it, but Jurgensen collects the loose ball. He tries to go up, but it comes off short. Rocky Boy with the rebound.
It's tough for the Eagles to make those points underneath the basket when Windy Boy's there.
Long 3-point shot tried by Galbraith. Kind of hard off the mark. Tough rebound. Goes out of bounds. Fairfield ball.
And pitcher back on the court for the Eagles now. Taking the place of Jurgensen.
Fairfield inbounds it. A little token pressure here being shown by Galwavy, but nothing there as he drives up the court. Bake kind of handles the ball a little bit, but gets it over to Pitcher on the right-hand side. Pitcher tries to reverse it, but good pressure by Rocky Boy preventing the reversal ball. They have to kind of reset now as Bake has to take the ball up here on top. Bake kicks it over on the left-hand side in the hands of Schenk. Schenk tries a dribble penetration. Nice little dump pass into the hands of Dawson Allen on the backside, and he gets the layup.
That was a nice play for the Eagles, and that gives them a 1-point lead now on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard, 36-35.
Is Rocky Boy real patient on the press breaker as they come out down? A little give and go into the hands of Windy Boy. He shows a little good trying to collect it as they pass the ball down right about his shin level. But as he tried to collect the ball, Fairfield also got their hands on it, and we have a controlled possession.
It was a jump ball.
Yep.
And Ryder Meyer was the one that grabbed the ball for the Eagles to tie that up.
Rocky Boy takes the ball out of bounds, and they just have to do the inbounds into Small. Small just taps it into the hands of Windy Boy. The Windy Boy goes up with his baby hook. He misses the first one of the game. Fairfield collects the rebound. They transition quickly down to the other end. Gets it into the hands of Dawson Allen at the low block. He goes up strong. Windy Boy tries to block it, but instead it's going to get called for the foul.
That's only going to be his second foul.
It's excellent because he's in there on almost every shot.
He is under there.
Yeah.
Performing well this game, doing a good job.
As Dawson Allen lines up his first free throw, and he puts it down for Fairfield. 37-35 with 4:22 here remaining in the third on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. They line everybody up and get him set for his second free throw. Mr. Allen shoots it, and this one is hard off the mark. A little scramble for the rebound, and Fairfield collects the loose ball. They get it over to the left-hand side of the Ryder Meyer. Ryder Meyer down to Pitcher, back to Meyer. Meyer tries the three-point shot, but it's a little short, but some great rebounding there by Dawson Allen down low.
Oh, they're going to call that a jump ball.
Absolutely. He goes up strong against two defenders, and they just stood there and closed the roof on him and called it a jump ball.
They were a little taller than he was.
A little bit. He went up strong, but he wasn't able to go through.
No.
Now new substitutions coming in for Rocky Boy. A little confusion on who is doing what, but they do have 5 players on the court, so all is right with the world. They try to inbounds at the ball, but good quick actions by Iron Eyes, kicks it out of bounds. Fairfield gets to try it again. They just do a quick dribble entry into Pitcher. Pitcher takes it all by himself, goes up to the left-hand side against Windy Boy for 2. That puts them up at 4 points now, 39-35 as Rocky Boy goes against the pressure. They kick it down into the hands of Blake Cantrell. It's been a while since he's been in the game. He tries to feed Windy Boy at the high post, but instead Fairfield gets the ball as Schenk desperately tries to come up against some pressure. He loses touch a little bit, double dribbles off his hip.
And so, yeah, when the game gets fast-paced like that, they got to be careful, losing control, and you get a turnover there.
Yeah, exactly, and especially since it's usually Bacon Meyer handling the ball handling responsibilities for Fairfield. A little out of your element.
4-point game now on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard.
There's a nice long three-point shot there tried by Iron Eyes. He hasn't been able to find the 3 again since that first quarter. But Fairfield gets the rebound, transitions quickly down the other way. We get it to Schenk at the low post. Schenk tries to go up against double coverage. Kind of goes off the hands of Rocky Boy. It's going to stay Fairfield's ball underneath their own basket.
And credit Rocky Boy for some good defense and no fouls.
No fouling. That's it. As Fairfield takes it out of bounds, they have the stack play. They kick it out to Pitcher on the three-point line. Nothing much there. He's going to kick it out to Schenk on the top. They kick it back to the three-point line of the baseline, but instead he's going to feed it inside into the hands of Meyer. Meyer goes up strong, but nothing there. Pitcher is on the backside to get the rebound. He goes back up. We're going to have a foul called.
That'll be Ben Iron Eye's first foul.
So right now we got Fairfield leading 39-35 as Mr. Pitcher steps to the line for his free throw. First one is up and off the mark, 39-35. It stays with 3:19 here remaining in the third on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard.
Once again, you know, it's free throws, especially at this point in the game. We're a 4-point game. This is going to be important for the rest of the game.
Absolutely, as Mr. Windy Boy takes a seat on the bench. So that leaves Iron Eyes as the tallest player out there right now for Rocky Boy. As the second free throw is also off the mark. Great rebound, hustling by Rocky Boys. They quickly transition, get it to Iron Eyes deep in the corner. Iron Eyes back into the hands of Arkinson. Arkinson's going to try the NBA 3, but that comes off hard. Rebounded well by Pitcher. Pitcher tries to get into the hands of Bake, but good coverage by Rocky Boy. He decides just to keep it himself and work it up. He gets it into the Shank. Shank does a nice dribble penetration with a kick out. Oh, it didn't go in.
It rolled out.
Oh, kick pass into Allen at the block. It was down. It was down.
It rolled right back out.
That's crazy. As Smalls tries the three-point shot, he tries to do a little bit of a flop there, trying to get him to call a foul on Meyer, but the officials have nothing to do with it. Ball goes out of bounds. Fairfield ball.
2:42 left in the third period.
They quickly transition down, and the pitcher on the left-hand side, he tries the three-point shot, but it comes off hard. Rocky Boy sees that. They're going to transition quickly to the other end with Blake Cantrell getting the easy bucket. 39-37, Fairfield leads. As they got the ball, some nice dribbling by Keely Bake against some pretty hard pressure. He gets it to Shank. Shank back to Bake. Bake down to Pitcher on the baseline. Pitcher drives baseline, and instead he kicks it out to Meyer on the right-hand side. Meyer dribbles in strong, and he's going to get it stripped away by Small. Small's just going to take it all by himself down the left-hand side, tries to reverse hands in air, goes up with the finger roll, comes off short, but he's going to be fouled.
And Ethan Shank will pick up his third foul.
And Small will get a chance to go to the line.
2:13 left now in the third period.
First shot is up and good. We got ourselves a one-point game with 2:13 remaining here in the third. We have Fairfield leading 39 over Rocky Boy 38. As Cordell Smalls takes his second shot, and it does not tie it up. We stay in a one-point game as Fairfield has the rebound. There's going to have a quick transition down the other end, and so quick Keely Bake's feet couldn't keep up with his dribbling. He gets called for the travel.
He was thinking about passing it, and he probably should have.
Yes, yeah, he was going against 4 Rocky Boy players that got back on defense. He had really nowhere to go. As Rocky Boy easily breaks the press, we have Windy Boy back in the game. He kicks it back into the hands of Smalls in the 3. Small goes up with the three-point shot, but great position there by Cedric Belcourt by Rocky Boy. He was blocking out, and he got Fairfield call for coming over the back.
And Dawson Allen will pick up his second foul.
Got an inbounds pass here by Rocky Boy. Smalls just cuts down to the free throw line. Nothing there as he tries to tip it in, and Fairfield gets the rebound. Going to be handled by Pitcher. Pitcher's going to kick it out to the left-hand side in the hands of Shank. Shank tries the three-point shot. It just comes off hard. Nice scrambling for the rebound, but Rocky Boy collects it. They're going to try and get a layup to the other end, and they do. They get it in the hands of Windy Boy, and he just taps it in for the easy bucket. Putting Rocky Boy ahead now by 1, 40-39 with 1:29 remaining here in the third. Fairfield gets the ball down into Shank on the far deep corner. He's got nothing there against tough defense by Rocky Boy. Rocky Boy collects the loose ball. Excellent passing on the transition. Trying to go for a scooping layup on the right-hand side, but nothing there. Little bit of frustration there as Belcourt mad at himself for missing that layup. So he scrambles and gets called for a foul on the possession back.
That will be his first foul of the game. 1:14 left in the third period.
4 substitutions in and out. Fairfield has the ball on the sidelines.
And looks like Windy Boy back on the court.
Bake is going to handle the ball up there on top, and they're definitely forcing him to the left. Him and Shank play a little pass, and a nice little give and go, and they end up getting the Pitcher at the low post. Pitcher goes up hard, but he kind of hits the bottom of the rim. It comes off the bucket. Rocky Boy transitions quickly down the other direction, gets it in the hands of Smalls. Smalls with some nice dribbling, and he finds his sweet spot there at the three-point line, and he puts in a nice shot off the dribble. But Fairfield catches them sleeping as they go down the other direction, and a long pass down to Pitcher. Pitcher gets the layup. 43-41, Rocky Boy leads. As Rocky Boy tries to transition quickly down the other direction, Fairfield saw it coming. They tipped it out of bounds, slowing the pace of this game a little bit.
41 seconds to play in the third period.
As Galbavy takes it out of bounds and gets it in the hands of Smalls. Smalls got it over on the right-hand side into Arkinson. Arkinson looks for his options, gets to the high post. High post kicks it, tries to kick it down to the baseline, but instead quick hands by Pitcher. Pitcher tries to collect it, but it does go out of bounds. It's going to maintain Rocky Boy ball.
Good hustle on Pitcher's part there, but he was on the line.
Absolutely. So they get the ball into Rocky Boy. They try to kick it out to the point, but great hustle there by a speedy Mr. Meyer. Meyer collects the loose ball, goes down for the layup, comes off the mark, followed by Keely Bake. Bake gets the rebound, put back, and the hoop and the harm.
And it looks like it'll be Belcourt picking up his second foul.
Yep, Iron Eyes coming back in. Rocky Boy for that little stretch there was pretty undersized. They were pretty small out there. They had brought Windy Boy back in, but it looks like they were averaging only about 5'10" for that lineup for a while.
Right, yeah. 21 seconds to play now in the third period.
As Bake lines it up. First free throw is a good, so he gets the three-point play the old-fashioned way, putting him up a one-point lead, 44-43. 15 seconds remaining here in the third. We'll see what Rocky Boy can do with that amount of time. And some nice dribbling by Small as he kicks it over to Iron Eyes on the right. Long cross-court pass moving in the hands of Arkinson. Arkinson can't do anything. They got to get back into the hands of Small. 5, 4, they get into Iron Eyes, a lob into Windy Boy, but it comes off the mark. He gets his own rebound, but it's going to go out of bounds. Rocky Boy gets nothing out of that transition. So right now, Fairfield with a one-point lead as we get into the fourth quarter, 44-43. Make sure you stick around for a great finish. We'll be back right after this 1-minute break on 560 KMON. All right, as the teams break the huddle, we have the Fairfield Eagles against the Rocky Boy Northern Stars. And right now, Fairfield's got this transition, 44-43 as we start the fourth quarter. This is Chris Kelly along with Corey Wells.
It's been a great game.
It really has, as they quickly get it to the high post of Iron Eyes, and he goes up for the little 8-foot jumper. Nothing but net, 45-44. Fairfield transitions down. They do what they have done the whole game, get it to the high post of Dawson Allen. Allen tries to make a drive to the basket, but he's going to be blocked by Windy Boy. He's going to collect his own loose ball and put it back in against, again, great defense by Windy Boy, keeping himself out of foul trouble. So Rocky Boy bakes the pressure by Fairfield. Fairfield, they get it in the hands of Small at the free throw line, and he just takes a nice little jumper and drops it. They take the lead, 47-46. Fairfield transitions quickly down the other end. They're trying to get at that free throw line, the high post. Nothing there. They kick a little give and go into the hands of Pitcher. It goes through the hands of Pitcher, almost out of bounds, but Rocky Boy collects that loose ball. They're going to get it into Mr. Small, and he's going to handle the point guard responsibilities again. Get an Iron Eyes at the free throw line. Quick little turnaround jumper, giving him an extension of a three-point game, 49-46. So coach doesn't like it for Fairfield. He is going to call a quick break. We'll be right back after this 30-second break. Tell you what, Kalari, basketball is a momentum sport right now. Rocky Boy's got that momentum.
They do, but you know, it's just a three-point game, and in the fourth period, it's been a good game. No more than what, about maybe 6 points at the maximum?
Oh, I would say so, yeah.
I mean,
early on, there was maybe a 6-point lead, yeah.
Right. And so it's been a tight game, back and forth. It's been a clean game, too.
Oh, yeah.
Nice
no
game.
one's in foul trouble. They haven't even really shot that many free throws, but the free throws they have shot, neither team is lighting it up from the free throw line.
They could certainly improve on that aspect, and it looks like we are underway now in the fourth period.
As again, Fairfield has the ball. They're heading left to right. They get the ball down. They're going to just work it around, get the pitcher down in the deep corner. He's got nothing there, so he's going to get it back into the hands of Bake up on top. They're trying to get into the hands of Meyer, but Meyer's well defended. They'll get it to the high free throw line. Dawson Allen takes a drive to the basket. Nothing there. He is rejected. Iron Eyes tries to do a quick transition down the other end. He loses a little bit of handle on the ball. Keeley Bake is going to make him pay by the transition going the other direction. And Iron Eyes has yet to get up off of the court. The officials are going to call for a break. As they attend to him, Fairfield comes over and discusses it with their coach. So we have 6:26 here remaining on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. We got a great game. Right now, Rocky Boy leads 49-48. So we're taking a little bit of an injury timeout. Good to see. He gets up and he's getting off the court on his own power and being assisted by some of his teammates. So we'll have a substitution coming in for Rocky Boy. Mr. Blake Cantrell is going to come in. Again, we got a real small lineup out there right now with, including though Mr. Windy Boy, who lines in at 6'7".
Looked like he had an injury to his leg.
Yeah, sure does. So hopefully they can attend to him and all is well. As we line it up, Rocky Boy going against this full court pressure again by Fairfield. Small's just going to dribble up against that pressure, keeping out of the trap as Fairfield tries to shred the trap to get it into the hands of Arkinson. Arkinson tries the three. Nothing there. Great rebound put back by Windy Boy. Putting the lead up by 3, 51-48 with 6:10 remaining. Again, ball being handled by Bake here on the center of the court. They kick it over to Schenk. Schenk kicks it to Allen at the high court. Allen tries to drive to the basket, kind of goes off his leg, out of bounds, Rocky Boy ball. So Allen's really staying there at that high post, and they're desperately trying to feed him, but nothing's paid off recently. Rocky Boy transitions down the other end. They do a little dribble penetration, but nothing there. They have to kick it back out into the hands of Small. Small's just going to take it himself for a long three-point shot, and it is good. 54-48. The lead is extended. Fairfield comes down as Mr. Bake takes a look at the scoreboard to see what he's got going on, and Small's going to take advantage of that, steal the ball, but as he tries to transition down, he steps out of bounds. Fairfield ball.
Small's very quick, a good ball handler, and a deadly shot.
Absolutely, as we got a substitution coming in, Mr. Blackwell for Fairfield, and we know Blackwell's known for his three-point shot, so expect something great. So we got a 30-second break called by, I think it was Rocky Boy coach, so we'll be right back after this 30-second. As here we are, Fairfield, Montana. Let's lay it for you. We got 5:35 here remaining in the game. Rocky Boy just with their largest lead of the game, 54-48 over Fairfield, but it's Fairfield's ball as they inbounds it and get to the hands of Keeley Bake. Bake gets it into that high post again into Allen. This time, rather than driving, Allen's going to try that free throw line shot, and it comes off hard to be rebounded by Windy Boy. Windy Boy gets the ball down in the hands of Small. Small's going to try the three, and he has found it lately, but this one rims out. Fairfield gets the easy rebound. With Bake's speed, he quickly transitions down the other way and makes him pay with the layup. 54-50, 5:10 remaining. Small's just going to dribble up against Fairfield pressure coming down the left-hand side. Nice little reversal, tries to kick it low down into Windy Boy. Too low, kind of goes off his shins. Fairfield knocks the ball loose, out of bounds, Rocky Boy ball.
Once again, good defense on both sides.
Yep, they both have their eyes up, their hands up, and they're making passing inside pretty miserable. As they kick it out deep into the corner, into the hands of Arkinson. Arkinson takes the three, and he finds the bottom of the net. 57-50, Rocky Boy up by 7. Fairfield transitions quickly down the other end. Schenk has it, gets it to Allen at the high post. He goes for, that little jumper, and it's off the mark, but Rocky Boy gets the rebound. Boy, they got rhythm going right now as Arkinson comes down, and he's going to try a 12-foot jumper. That's off the mark, but Fairfield gets the ball. Arkinson tries to sneak in behind and tap the ball loose out of Allen's hand, but instead it's going to be called for the foul.
I think that'll be his 4th foul.
Yeah, he likes to kind of do that little reach in, see if he can pop the ball loose, and they've been catching him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it only works if they don't catch it.
Yeah, exactly. As Dawson Allen's going to step to the line, we can see if he can kind of take the lid off of this free throw line for Fairfield. as they're down by 7 right now with 39 remaining. That first free throw is up and off the mark, easily boarded by Windy Boy. Windy Boy gets it over into Iron Eyes. We have Iron Eyes back into the game. That's good to see as he dribbles down the right-hand side, looking inside. Kind of does a lazy bounce pass, trying to get into Cantrell at the high post, but Fairfield's quick hands get on there and they knock it out of bounds.
And, neither team can get away with a lazy pass at
Nope.
this point.
Nope, not at all. As Rocky Boy inbounds the ball into the hands of Arkinson into the deep corner, he kicks it into Smalls. Smalls back to Arkinson. Arkinson finds the three, and that one is dead right. They are up by 10 at this point. Fairfield's got to find the basket. They've been on a real dry streak here lately. As they inbounds it until Blackwell deep into the corner. He tries a little 10-foot jumper. That's off the mark, but he gets his own rebound. He kicks it over to Schenk. Schenk tries the three-point shot. That is also off the mark. And Iron Eyes gets the rebound, and he's just going to keep it himself. Dribbles down the right-hand side. He's double-teamed by Fairfield. Fairfield gets the ball stripped away, and they're going to transition down the other end. Good defensive transition here by Rocky Boys. They get back to stop the fast break layup. Schenk gets it to the high post. He drives in quickly, does a nice little bounce pass to Allen. Allen goes up for the bunny, but it's off the mark. Rocky Boy gets the rebound.
And, Fairfield has had a lot of opportunities. They've made a lot of shots, and they've come really close. A lot of them it's just a lid on the basket.
It really is. They're not finding it as they get a nice little lob into Windy Boy. Windy Boy can't make it pay. He gets his own rebound put back, but that one's off the mark as well. Fairfield gets the rebound. They come down. We get a quick three-point shot taken by Keely Bake. That goes up, comes off hard. We've got a scramble for the rebound, and I think we're going to have a backside call against Fairfield.
Yeah, Blackwell will pick up his first foul.
A little more exuberant pressure here by Fairfield as Rocky Boy inbounds the ball, but Small just keeps it himself. Again, trying to split the defenders going through. Blackwell, I think, is going to get called for a quick second here.
That's going to go against Meyer.
Oh, that's Meyer. That's his third. So tough to beat the speed of Small with just reaching. Boy, you got to keep your body in front of him. He is too quick.
He is fast.
Small kicks it to the high post in Iron Eyes. Iron Eyes does a nice little change of direction move, goes up strong. The bucket is good, and we are going to have a foul, I believe, against Dawson Allen.
Yep. And that will be his third foul.
So Iron Eyes steps to the line with 12-point lead right now for Rocky Boy, their largest lead of the game with 3:11 remaining. First free throw is up and good. He gets the hoop in the arm. Fairfield.
That's a 13-point lead now, the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard for the Rocky Boy team. 3:05 left to play.
Blackwell takes it down the basement. Nice job. He goes up against a much taller Windy Boy. He shoots it up high, goes off the backboard for two, 63-52. Small quickly transitions down, gets it to Arkinson into the deep corner. He's going to see if he's still hot from there. It comes off hard. Scramble for the rebound. Rocky Boy knocks it out of bounds. Fairfield ball. Officials coming in, though, and making sure everybody saw the same thing. They're going to confer on this, make sure it's all okay. Half the stands are yelling for Rocky Boy, half the stands are yelling for Fairfield. It's going to stay Fairfield's ball as he inbounds the ball into the hands of Ryder Meyer. Meyer's going to handle it this time. Getting some moderate pressure by Rocky Boy, and they get it into the hands of Bake. Bake gets it to the island at the three-throw line, and he shoots it again hard off the mark. Easy rebound there by Iron Eyes. Rocky Boy is really looking to slow it down right now. To get it into Small at the free-throw line, he does a nice little dump pass over into the hands of Cantrell. Cantrell goes up the right-hand side. He's going to be fouled by Fairfield.
And so it's going to be Ryder Meyer picking up his fourth foul.
Boy, that's his fourth. Yeah, you got two quick ones here in a row as the substitution comes in.
And you're going to see this. I think Fairfield's trying to get that ball and get it back into their possession. They're going to have some more fouls.
Again, number 44 is coming in for Fairfield, and I don't have him on the books as the first free throw is good. So we've got 64-52. They're back up to a 12-point lead with 2:29 remaining. As he lines up for his second free throw, Cantwell is up and good.
2 for 2.
65-52, but they called him over the line. No good. It's going to stay
good.
64-52. Good heavy pressure right now individually by Arkinson as he tries to slow down Bake a little bit as the dribble entry. Bake has to swirl it around, gets it into Schenk on the left-hand side. Schenk tries to dribble entry, goes up against Windy Boy, and this one is going to fall for him as it kind of rims. So with that, a quick timeout called by Coach Ratliff, and it looks like we're going to have a full. So I tell you what, we'll be right back to Class B basketball after this 1-minute break. Boy, welcome back. We've got a great game. Rocky Boys actually opened it up a little bit here. This is Chris Kelly with Corey Wells. They are leading 64-54 with 2:16 here remaining in the fourth. As a Rocky Boys inbounds the ball against heavy pressure, and Fairfield's going to make them pay as they step in for the interception and they transition quickly. They need some buckets here fairly quick. They get it to Blackwell deep on the right-hand side. He tries the three, air ball off the other side, but who is there with his hands up but Dawson Allen with the rebound putback, and there's going to be a foul called.
And Ben Iron Eyes will pick up his second foul.
As Dawson Allen's going to step to the line. First one is up and a little short, so the lead's going to stay 10 for Rocky Boy with 2:06 remaining on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard.
Would be a different game if they had made all their free throws.
Yeah, huge, huge. Dawson Allen lines it up. The Rocky Boy faithful are trying to make some noise and distract him, and this one goes off the right-hand side. Easily rebounded by Windy Boy. Windy Boy gets it into the hands of Arkinson. Arkinson comes up with some great dribbling capabilities. Fairfield desperately trying to get the ball back as they rush. Looks like Rocky Boy is going to go into a four-square stall right now as Iron Eyes just dribbles around, staying away from Fairfield as Fairfield's desperately trying to foul him. So they get the foul called, and it looks like this is our elusive number 44, which I am so sorry. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, we do not have a name
Nope.
for 44. Picked up his first foul.
As Iron Eyes will step to the line with a 10-point lead here with 1:50 remaining in the game. That one is short, almost rolls in, but instead rolls out. Fairfield gets the rebound, and they have to quickly transition down the other end. Fairfield gets it deep down in the corner and back out into Bake. Bake is going to do a dribble entry. Nice little acrobatic move, but it does not fall. Rebound by Windy Boy. Windy Boy's going to get it to Smalls. Smalls quickly down to Iron Eyes. Iron's guy's going to drive to the basket, but Schenk is there to try and stop the drive, and he's going to get the foul called. No, not Schenk against 44. Iron Eyes will go to the line again. So 64-44, not biggest lead. At one point, Rocky Boy was up by as much as 12, but now they're up by 10 with 1:32 remaining. Iron Eyes with the ball, spin, and up it goes, and this one is good, extending their lead to 11.
And that was the elusive number 44 that picked up his second foul.
Iron Eyes takes the second shot. This one is good. 66-54, 1:32 remaining. Bate gets it into Blackwell. Blackwell's going to handle it himself, bringing it up the court. He looks a little tentative against Rocky Boy's pressure. Smalls tries to pick the pocket from behind, and boy, I tell you what, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get called for that foul.
Yeah, especially if you're going to hit him like that.
Yeah, run right in front of the official.
Yeah. If you get all ball, you're going to be lucky to not get the call. But
yeah.
If you're going to bump him, you're going to get it.
Keely Bake steps to the free throw line. They are down by 12 with 1:26 remaining. This free throw looks great. 66-55.
And that's the first free throw that Fairfield has made in quite some time.
Yes, it is. As Bake eyes the basket, he sets up, lines up, and that one is also good. Putting it back to a 10-point deficit with 1:25 remaining. Arkinson's just going to keep the ball himself and dribble up against heavy pressure. He kicks the ball over to Iron Eyes. Iron Eyes are going to try and dribble baseline, but he has stopped. He has to kick it out to Smalls. Smalls tries some dribble penetration with the left-hand side. He changes his mind, decides to waste some clock and come on back out. Oh, Blake Cantrell tried to step up and screen for him. Instead, he's going to be called for the illegal screen. Fairfield ball. Fairfield inbounds it to Blackwell. Blackwell back to 44. 44 quickly transitions down, tries to kick the ball into Schenk, but I tell you what, Cantwell saw that coming all day long. He stole the ball, got it in the hands of Small. Small went in for the layup. He came off hard. Rocky Boy with the rebound, trying to put it back up. Everybody's scrambling for that, but I think Mr. Schenk, or Dawson Allen, is going to be called for the foul. Nope,
Blackwell.
I lied. Blackwell.
Blackwell picked that up.
As Mr. Windy Boy will step to the line, I think for only the second time this game, but he shoots a good free throw. So that one's hard off the back rim.
With the intensity of this game, neither team can get away with any slopping passing.
No, they've had their hands in there and they're getting it. At 66-56 with 56 seconds remaining in the game. The second free throw is also off the mark, but a beautiful athletic play there by Iron Eyes to swoop in and tip it one-handed and put it back. 68-56, three-point shot here tried by Schenk Fairfield. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Windy Boy, but I tell you what, a heads-up play by Bake as he goes in and steps in and steals the ball. He goes out and tries the three, but it's off the mark. Rocky Boy quickly transitions down the other end. Iron Eyes tries a dunk, but it doesn't go. Windy Boy trails in behind him for the putback. 70-56 with 28 seconds here remaining. Fairfield coming down, getting everybody set. Schenk has the ball on the right-hand side. He's going to try a dribble penetration. He's going to keep it himself, go in with a double pump, and I think Windy Boy is going to get called for the foul.
Yep. That's only his third foul.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, because he does see a lot of action under there, and he's a very, I mean, he plays with a lot of, I'm not sure the word I'm looking for, but I mean, he's got a good touch.
Yes, he really does. He's graceful out there.
Yes,
He
graceful,
does, yeah.
I think, yeah.
And he only had one short stint in that second quarter on the bench, so he's been out there the whole game.
Yeah.
Schenk's second free throw is also off the mark, but a great rebound there by Dawson Allen, and Rocky Boy quickly fouls him as he collects that rebound. He will go to the line.
And that'll be Cantrell picking up his third foul.
So right now, Rocky Boy up by 14, 70-56 with 18 seconds here remaining, as Allen's first free throw is off the mark.
You just can't say how important those free throws are.
Yeah, I don't have the stats in front of me here, but I would say they've easily missed 14, 15 free throws.
Oh, easily, yes.
So
I would say their percentage is about 10.
Yeah. As Allen's second free throw is good, 70-57 with 15 seconds. I would assume Rocky Boy is going to keep it for the last shot as they keep the ball away from Fairfield. They're just going to waste some time, get it into Windy Boy. Windy Boy is going to take the last shot, good for two, 72-57 as time runs out here on the clock. Excellent game, what we know to expect. We have the Fairfield Eagles falling